have always loved you, deeply, truly, and in ways I didn't fully understand until it was too late. But my inability to let go of my player lifestyle constantly undermined the trust and emotional security that every healthy relationship depends upon. That lifestyle, one marked by fleeting excitement and shallow connections, kept me from offering you the consistency and devotion you deserved. It was a contradiction I carried within myself. I claimed to love you, yet my choices never aligned with that claim. While you sought depth, I chased distraction. While you longed for stability, I pursued novelty. And in doing so, I eroded the foundation of something beautiful, something real. My actions broke your heart more than once. I could see it in your eyes each time you tried to make sense of the mismatch between my words and my behavior. You wanted to believe in me, in us, but I gave you every reason to question whether my love was genuine. You extended grace, forgiveness, and patience far beyond what most would, but I kept taking without giving enough in return. I see now how trust, once fractured, doesn't simply repair itself. Every time I repeated the same mistakes, every time I chose indulgence over integrity, I chipped away at what we were building. Eventually, it wasn't just trust that was lost, it was the sense of safety, the emotional security that allows love to truly thrive. The turning point came when you finally decided to step away and focus on yourself. At the time, I didn't understand it, I saw it as you giving up on us. But now I realize it wasn't surrender, it was strength. You needed space to heal, to breathe, and to rediscover who you were outside of the chaos I brought into your life. During that period of separation, you gained clarity and perspective. You began to see your worth more clearly and to recognize how much of yourself you had sacrificed trying to keep us together. You learned that love, no matter how powerful, cannot survive without mutual respect and emotional balance. For me, that same separation became a painful but necessary wake-up call. The silence that followed your departure was deafening. I was forced to sit with myself, really sit, and face the truth of what I had done. For the first time in a long while, there were no distractions, no temporary flings, no excuses. There was only me and the consequences of my actions. It was during that solitude that I began to understand the depth of my mistakes and the weight of the hurt I had caused you. The realization hit hard. I had taken something rare and precious for granted. I had treated your heart as though it would always be there waiting for me, no matter how carelessly I handled it. But hearts don't work that way, and neither does love. In that space of reflection, I began to see just how wrong I had been, not only in my treatment of you but in my understanding of love itself. Love is not about possession or control. It is not about keeping someone tethered to you while you explore your own selfish desires. Love requires accountability, empathy, and the willingness to grow alongside another person. For too long, I confused attention for affection and excitement for intimacy. But those are illusions, temporary highs that fade as quickly as they come. What you offered me was something real, a chance at depth, at partnership, at a kind of love that could weather the storms of life. And I threw it away, piece by piece. Now, after everything, I find myself hesitant yet determined to make amends. Hesitant, because I know words alone mean little after so many broken promises. Determined, because I finally understand that if I ever want a future with you, I must earn it through consistent action and genuine transformation. To win back your trust, I need to show, not just say, that I am different. That I've grown. That I can be the kind of man who gives as much as he receives. Our relationship, if it is to be rebuilt, must be grounded in equality and reciprocity. There can be no more imbalance, no more taking your love for granted. I am no longer interested in superficial connections or fleeting pleasures. the emptiness they leave behind is unbearable once you've tasted something as real as what we had. What I want now is a balanced and reciprocal relationship, one in which both partners contribute equally and honor each other's needs and boundaries. I understand that love must be nurtured, not assumed. It's not enough to want you, I have to deserve you. And that means showing up every day with honesty, patience, and respect. You have made it clear that you will not entertain anything less than sincerity. For you to even consider rekindling what we once had, you need to see genuine, sustained effort on my part. And I respect that. You've set boundaries not out of bitterness, but out of self-respect. You're protecting your peace, your heart, your hard-earned healing. And though it pains me to know I'm the reason those walls exist, I admire you for building them. Yet, beneath that strength, I sense that a small part of you still believes in the possibility of us. You haven't completely closed your heart, you're just waiting for proof that I've changed, proof that my intentions are pure. If I can demonstrate that, if I can show through consistent action that my love is genuine and my commitment unwavering, I believe you'll be willing to let your guard down. You'll allow yourself to be vulnerable again, but this time only if it feels safe to do so. You understand that vulnerability is the heartbeat of intimacy, but it must be mutual. You've learned that love without openness and sincerity is hollow, and that any relationship built on half-truths will eventually crumble. That's why, now more than ever, I know I must be transparent, accountable, and emotionally available if I want to rebuild what I lost. Ultimately, you have drawn a firm boundary, one that I respect deeply. You've made it clear that you will only allow me back into your life if I am ready for long-term commitment. Anything less is unacceptable, and rightfully so. You've outgrown the uncertainty and instability that once defined our relationship. You no longer want love that drains you, you want love that sustains you. You're looking for something rooted in security, mutual respect, and shared purpose. I can no longer be the man who makes you question your worth. If I want to be with you, I need to prove that I'm ready to build something lasting, something meaningful. To do that, I must become a better version of myself, not just for you, but for me. I must let go of old habits, heal old wounds, and learn how to love with maturity and integrity. I need to show through consistent actions that my intentions are pure, that my heart is steadfast, and that I am ready to offer you the partnership you deserve. I understand now that commitment is not a cage, it is a choice, a daily decision to show up, to stay present, and to nurture what we have even when it's difficult. If I can rise to that challenge, there may still be hope for a renewed and stronger bond between us. It's been quite some time since we last communicated, and the silence between us has grown almost tangible. It's as if a void has formed, a vast, echoing space that swallows every thought and feeling I try to send your way. There are moments when I close my eyes and reach out for your presence, but all I find is stillness. That absence, that quiet, has forced me into deep introspection. I've had to face the emptiness within me, the parts of myself I used to fill with constant noise, distractions, and temporary connections. Now, without you, without those distractions, I am left with nothing but truth. And that truth is both humbling and transformative. In this silence, I've found myself navigating a period of profound self-reflection. I am learning to listen, to my thoughts, to my emotions, to the lessons hidden within my mistakes. It's not easy to confront the parts of yourself that you've spent years avoiding, but it's necessary. I am healing, slowly but surely. I am learning to be patient with my own process, to sit with discomfort instead of running from it. I've begun to see how my fear of vulnerability, my need for validation, and my resistance to commitment were never about you, they were about me. They were symptoms of wounds I never took the time to heal. And now, for the first time, I am doing that work. This journey has also taught me what it means to truly connect with another human being. It's not about constant excitement or grand gestures, it's about presence, honesty, and mutual growth. I am discovering healthier ways of relating, communicating, and loving. I want to learn how to bridge the gap that has formed between us, not by pleading for forgiveness, but by becoming someone worthy of it. I want to show you, not through words but through action, that I can be the kind of partner who listens, who understands, who supports without suffocating, and who loves without fear. You are not just another person who crossed my path. You were, and are, so much more than that. You are the one who challenged me to grow, who held up a mirror to my flaws, and who showed me what love could look like when it's rooted in authenticity. You are the person I envision a future with, the one I want to share my life with, not because I need you to complete me, but because I want to build something whole together. You are the one I want to wake up beside, not out of habit, but out of gratitude. The one I want to face life's challenges with, knowing that together, we can turn struggle into strength. I understand now that love is not a feeling that simply happens to us, it's a choice we make every day. It's a decision to be kind when it's easier to be cold, to stay when it's easier to leave, to communicate when silence feels safer. It's about partnership, respect, and continual effort. If you ever choose to let me back into your life, I will not take that gift lightly. I will honor it with every ounce of honesty and effort I have. I will show you that my love is no longer reckless or impulsive, it is steady, deliberate, and enduring. Even if we never find our way back to each other, I want you to know that you changed me. Your love, your strength, your decision to walk away, all of it has shaped me into someone more self-aware, more grounded, and more capable of genuine love. I carry you with me, not as a source of pain, but as a reminder of what real connection feels like and what it requires. I will forever be grateful for the role you played in my growth. But deep down, I still hold hope that one day, when the time is right, our paths might cross again. And if that day comes, I will be ready. Ready to love you the way you always deserve to be loved. Ready to give you not just words, but action. Not just promises, but proof. Ready to be the man you believed I could be, the man who no longer runs from love, but stands firmly in it. Because you are, and always will be, the one I see a future with, the one I want to spend the rest of my life with.